Melissa Johns, I present to you the award, and I do so with huge pride and the support of every single person in this lecture theatre, of Alumna of the Year.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, thank you. Thank you for such a lovely introduction and the amazing opportunity of being here today. You would think that being an actor and being used to standing up in front of lots of people on a regular basis, that I wouldn't feel nervous stood here today. But actually, I'm terrified. I guess the reason for that is because usually when I stand up in front of lots of people, I'm playing a character. I'm playing somebody very different to myself. But today, I'm stood here in front of you, not as a character, but as me, Melissa Johns, a working class, disabled woman. I'm the daughter of a non-reading, writing Romany gypsy. I'm the daughter of a working class factory girl from a little town on the Welsh border. A girl that fits into boxes that society often say can't achieve the things they want to achieve. Where barriers are put in the way to stop them being where they want to be in life. Groups that come up against discrimination, judgment, and unconscious bias on a daily basis. But they're boxes that I'm proud of, and I wouldn't untick them for the world. The arts is an amazing approach for change. It can take situations and turn the heads of those that didn't think they were bothered by a particular subject matter. It can convey powerful messages and feelings, sometimes without even using words at all. Everyone should have the right to self-express and access the arts in whatever shape or form. But sadly, like many things in this world, not just the arts, it can be reserved for certain groups of people and miss out on huge percentages of our population. Usually missing out on boxes that I happen to tick, working class, disabled and female. But when you're feeling like you're being left behind, when we feel like we don't matter, like we're not being represented, that is when we must fight harder than we ever have before. That is when we must stand shoulder to shoulder with other members of society that are being pushed away from achieving their goals and show the world the wonderful experiences and perspectives that they're missing out on. That's when those of us that have been tucked away in our little tick boxes need to rise up and fight for change. For the working class in the room today, look at you. Look at where you are, graduating from one of the best university in the UK and proving that money cannot buy a hard-working attitude. You didn't get it handed to you on a plate. You grew up asking for an ice cream from the ice cream van just for your mum to turn around and say, no, there's a choc ice in the freezer. Maybe you didn't have access to extra music lessons or those expensive school trips, but you had the strength to fight back when the world said that money and parents in high places would be the only thing that would open doors. You worked harder and you pushed that door open yourself. To anyone in the room with a disability, or to anyone that might one day have a disability, look at you. You've armed yourself with resilience and determination in a world that can be more concerned by your disability than you are. You have battled constant judgment and preconceptions from others, and you're paving the way for our next generation of disabled people. You have just as much rights and value as anyone else. And to the women in the room, look at us go. We have come such a long way, and there is still such a huge road in front of us, but it's ours. For every person that calls you bossy, just because you know what you want and how you want to get it, correct them. You're assertive. And you have great leadership skills. And when they try to cut you off mid-sentence, don't stop. Keep getting your point across. Our next generation of girls are going to grow up feeling so empowered by the queens that laid the foundations for change. I know that I dedicate my success and achievements to the incredible women that have helped me be where I am today. May you all be surrounded by those that build you up when the going gets tough, and in turn be the person that others can call on when they feel their passion burning out. Fall in love with the things that relight your fire when you feel it starting to flicker, and always show people just how big your brave is. East 15. I hope that the ethos of that wonderful acting school continues to run through your veins. You are East 15 through and through. Can you raise the roof?
Melissa, for the example you set, for the leadership that you give, and for simply being who you are. On behalf of everybody here present and everybody across the country and around the world who will hear what you have said and of what you have done, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. That part of the ceremony was, and for me will forever remain, completely unforgettable.